Hi, Team Warriors. It's another First Read Friday. You're probably watching this on Thursday instead of Friday, so have a great fall break. I know it's definitely much needed. I have a couple books I'm going to share with you today. The first one is called Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky, which I've seen a couple of you guys did this for your book selfie. It's a newer book. I've heard that if you really like Black Panther, the whole like superhero kind of thing, that you would definitely like this. So I'm just going to read to you the inside of the cover. Remember, you don't have to read these books. They're just some recommendations of some stuff that's in our library. So it says, 7th grader Tristan Strong feels anything but strong ever since he failed to save his best friend when they were in a bus accident together. All he has left of Eddie is the journal his friend wrote stories in. Tristan is dreading the month he's going to spend on his grandparents' farm in Alabama, where he's being sent to heal from the tragedy. On his first night there, a sticky creature shows up in his bedroom and steals Eddie's journal. Tristan chases it. Is that a doll? Through the forest, and a tug-of-war ensues by his grandmother's mysterious and off-limits bottle tree. In a last attempt to wrestle the journal out of the creature's hands, he punches the tree, accidentally, ripping a hole in the sky above Mid-Pass, a volatile place with a burning sea, haunted bone ships, and iron monsters that are hunting the inhabitants of this strange world. And I love it because if you've ever seen Lord of the Rings, that has a map to this invented world that they've created. Tristan finds himself in the middle of a battle that has left Black American gods John Henry and Brer Rabbit exhausted. In order to get back home, Tristan and these new allies will need to entice the god, Anansi, the Weaver, to come out of hiding and seal the hole in the sky. But bartering with the trickster always comes at a price. Can he save this world before he loses more of the things that he loves? So, Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky. I haven't read it, but I've heard really good things. 5 Feet Apart. I have read this. Love it. I really liked the audio because it has a female and a male actor and actress, so it's nice to hear them go kind of back and forth. If you've seen the movie, I recommend this because I feel like I liked it a little bit more than the movie. So it says, can you love someone you never can touch? Stella Grant likes to be in control. Even though her totally out of control lungs have sent her in and out of the hospital most of her life. At this point, what Stella needs to control most is her distance from anyone or anything that might pass along an infection and jeopardize the possibility of a lung transplant. 6 feet apart, no exceptions. So she has this disease where she cannot be really close to people because she could catch a disease from them. She has to do a lot of treatments and things like that. Her lungs don't work at full capacity like mine and yours do. The only thing Will Newman wants to be in control of is getting out of this hospital. He couldn't care less about his treatments or a fancy new clinical trial. In 1 week, he'll turn 18, and then he'll be able to unplug himself from all these machines and actually go see the world, not just its hospitals. Will's exactly what Stella needs to stay away from, but suddenly 6 feet doesn't feel like safety. It feels like punishment. What if it could steal back just a little bit of the space their broken lungs have stolen from them? Would 5 feet apart really be so dangerous if it stops their hearts from breaking too? I think it's interesting too because right now we have to be 6 feet apart from each other, so I think that's kind of a cool book for the times. A new book that came in, it's called The Black Kids. And this was something that was one of the newer bestsellers, so I just thought, add to my shop cart. So it's Los Angeles, 1992. Ashley Bennett and her friends are living the charm life. It's the end of senior year, and they're spending more time at the beach than in the classroom. Ashley's not always so sure she actually likes her friends these days, but they've been besties since kindergarten. Everything changes one afternoon in April when 4 LAPD officers are acquitted after beating a black man named Rodney King half to death. Suddenly, Ashley's not just one of the girls, she's one of the black kids. As violent protests engulf LA and the city burns, Ashley tries to continue on with life as normal, even as her self-destructive sister gets dangerously involved in the riots. So it's kind of all going on, something that's actually going on right now. There's a lot of talk about police brutality and all that stuff. So if that's something that interests you, I have a couple copies of those. But again, maybe you saw a book this week that you liked, maybe you didn't, but the goal is to get you to see what other books are out there. I always encourage you to step out of your comfort zone. Always make sure that you talk to your parents about what you can and can't read. And as always, happy reading.